That's 2. That's 3. So today we're doing a little bit of a roll for a loadout challenge. Now I had this whole big idea of going to the hardware store, building this wheel, you know, printing out a bunch of nice pretty pictures of all the guns and spinning it, and we'd use that. However, I remembered 2 things. Number 1, I'm lazy, and that sounds like a lot of fucking work. But also, we have technology. You know, I'm not a caveman. Was I alive when they were? Yeah, sure, I remember Og and I beating the shit out of each other with Nokia 3310s, but I opted to use the Google number generator and just this little table that I wrote on a piece of paper to decide our guns. Do you know how much work this was? I had to write. And my handwriting is so illegible, Ray Charles picked up the notebook and he said, "Damn." Alright, looks like number 51 on my list is the MP9, so we got that going for us. And for a sight, we get the Lomeo 8T, or whatever the hell you call it. 25 is the Transfer SD grip. Looks like we get to use a laser light combo today. And the lowest pen M9 we have, which I believe is the PSO rounds. So, looks like it's going to be legs today, boys. Going to be using ourselves an MP9. Let's go ahead and find that in the kiosks here. There we go. Related. Okay, it looks like I do actually have to roll for mag size, so I'll be right back on that. And I forgot to roll for mag size, so it looks like we're going with the 20 rounders. The regular MP9. I rolled mid rounds, so 20 rounders with, I want to say PSO would be the cheapest. Or not the cheapest, the lowest pen. Let me double check. 0.9, that counts. Alright, so let's go with 5 mags of PSO. And then I gotta run the Loadout site. Mystery 46, if it is available. I doubt it. Yep, so we will not be using any form of a suppressor. And I believe we had the transfer in sand. Alright, now we need a laser light combo. Not sure if that's combo or not, but we'll find out. Let's just separate all this stuff so that way it doesn't go flying. Alright, meds in bag, and then we roll. Good lord, this thing looks like something an off-brand Bond villain would try. Alright, we're rushing bank. This thing's gonna need, and I mean need, close quarters leg meta. That's a little bit too damn close for my liking. Oh, there's boss. That's a little bit too close for my liking. Where is he? That's 2. That's boss right there. That's 3. I'm out of fucking ammo almost. I have like no more rounds left. Damn it, nope. Damn, I suck with the handguns. That's a really tough look. The bush ate my round. The bush ate my round. Ah. Why was that good? It was the wrong MP9. It was the wrong MP9. You know what? No, I'm not gonna redo it. I think that's legit. All right, the next gun is rolled, and it looks like we got ourselves an RC416. We will be running the Hunter 3 as our optic. We got the Predator muzzle brake as our muzzle device. Our grip today will be the Star 5 in black. Pretty typical 30 rounders. Laser light roll gets nothing. And it looks like M995 is going to be our ammo for the day. Alright, we got a pretty bad spawn here. However, I do have the Hunter 3, which makes me think that I should realistically be using this thing more as a DMR. Just kind of a pain in the ass because I don't have Quest Games Optimizer on my headset right now, and I'm playing standalone. Normally I would have the optimizer on for the increased clarity. However, I have to factory reset my headset every single time I switch between my hardcore account and this account. And that's just a lot of work. Otherwise I can't get my videos to register. That's a pretty good sight picture, I like that. I feel like Sunset probably might have already left though. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that they already left. Any form of close range combat, I'm gonna have to point fire this thing, which kind of sucks because there's no backup irons. Suppose I could 45 fire it. I could play the roof game. Not a huge fan of playing roofs though. Alright, looks like Sunset's clear for now. Let's hope I don't get slow rotated and shot in the back. I'm trying to think of where I can go for like ranged shots. Because I mean, obviously, yes, there's the roof. That'd be great. And there's these long sight lines down these streets. But there's so much cover in between them. Alright, that's at bank. I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to point fire, really. Alright, we got some fighting at hospital as well. Could have stuck around there, but oh well. Alright, let's get our asses inside here. I have an alive scav right there. Gotta keep my eyes peeled for boss as well as checking these windows. I don't have a laser to help me out neither. Definitely thought those were going to be headshots, but you know how it goes. Height over bore.
You are going down.
Yeah, bud. We all know the song and dance. Another site. Sounds like that's out front. Is that fucking Bone Crusher? Yeah, bud. Well, Bone Crusher's down.
You are going down.
Am I? Am I going down? Show you going down. Go down on your dad. Alright, well, I took down a boss. Haven't found anyone in here. Looted the bank. Let's grab his shit. I don't even know why that vest exists in the game. It's fucking useless. I have a feeling I'm gonna need that gun later. I think that's probably about everything in the lobby. Either is extracted or dead. So I mean, yeah, I kind of just get free loot. If I run into something, obviously I'm gonna fight it, but like... I kind of don't have to, you know? To anyone who's thinking about getting this game, because they're like, oh, it's late wipe, you know, maybe it's not the best idea to get in, you know, I'm not gonna have good gear and stuff like that. It is and it isn't, because raids are gonna be a little bit more dead. But then again, people are gonna have more gear, so it gives you a chance to kind of learn the maps, which, considering it looks like the wipe's gonna be in maybe a month tops, you can get used to the maps, you can get used to the scav spawns and value spawns, so that way when the game does wipe, you actually have a little bit more experience under your belt. Especially if you're coming from something like Tabor, which I'm sorry you had to play that, but... Hold on, I hear somebody. I hear two. Got him. Especially if you come from something like Tabor, you understand how much map knowledge matters. Like, it could be the difference between you going just absolutely broke and being very well set up. Oh my god, I needed these. Didn't really have anything good on them, though. Take that. Crack that. God damn, that was unfortunate for those two. Man, I'm a little shaky after that fight, not even gonna lie to you. Like, that's not just tracking issues, I'm literally got adrenaline pumping. Which is weird, because that wasn't like that was a super difficult fight. But anyways, as I was saying, wipe is coming probably by the end of July of this year. So that's gonna be something that you're gonna kind of want to have under your belt, is that kind of knowledge. They're going to be adding a bunch of cool stuff, like they're going to be adding gunsmithing, they're going to be adding a new map, which probably means a new boss with it. It's just going to be an all-around good time. I'm excited for it. Let me guys what you think in the comments. Oh, another super exciting thing about the wipe coming up is that they are going to be upgrading the engine that they're using from Unreal Engine 4 to 5, which will completely fix the guns falling through the ground issue, according to the devs. Take that with a grain of salt, because, you know, a lot of these devs like to overpromise and underdeliver. I haven't seen that from Caveman yet in this game, but I know that Combat Waffle is pretty notorious about that, scrapping features, deciding instead of bug fixes, they're going to be focusing on DLC sales. You know, I had a lot of fun with some of these guns. I actually rolled some pretty decent ones, so here's to hoping that if I do this again next time, I get some more cursed builds. I want to see some real ugly motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Alright, and don't forget that the pre-wipe event starts July 19th coming up here. That's next weekend. There's going to be an airdrop event where essentially you get like a flare pistol and you can summon your own airdrop. So expect that to start some hot spots and a little bit extra PvP, so if you're looking for more of that, it's going to be perfect for you. Anyways, that's all I got. I seriously appreciate each and every last one of you. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. Peace.